The following contains strong language, violence, and nudity. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
The following presentation is brought to you by the Realm Network.
All right, let's get started. First off, we're supposed to be pushing cardstock this week. So let's push cardstock this week. Also, what is this?
Tape recorder.
For what?
For recording. Michael is on vacation, and he's asked me to record all meetings and to type up the transcripts.
Okay. Karen, any news from that law firm?
Yeah, the deal closed yesterday. It's a 6-month commitment.
Oh my God, Dwight, what are you doing?
What?
You're not allowed to take off your pants in the middle of the office.
I'm not.
Dwight, you know what? Just back off, okay? That's making me uncomfortable. This is sexual harassment, by the way. Oh my God. He's got a knife.
I do not have a knife.
No, let the record show that Dwight K. Schrute is now completely nude and is holding a plastic knife to Stanley's neck.
Let the record show that Jim Halpert is a liar.
Dwight Schrute is now wearing a baby's bonnet.
I am not.
Oh, Jim Carrey just walked in. Dwight, get his autograph from Michael.
Jim Carrey did not just walk in, okay?
Wait, what is that on your stomach? Is that a Muppet Babies tattoo?
Oh my God,
You
Karen,
can't
you're right.
see
That
this.
is Animal from the Muppet
You
Babies.
can't see my stuff.
I am now chopping off Phyllis's head with a chainsaw. Ring.
You're crazy, man. You're a loser. Playoffs?
It's the Marc and Lowell Show.
The Marc and who?
Starring the meteorologist who does it for the viewers,
Smoke!
Lowell Meltzer.
Can you get out of here?
And the man who rides the coattails of his friends and family, Marc Ronick.
Hey guys, there's enough with the amplifier.
And now, here they are. Radio's equivalent of a dial-up connection.
Hello, boys.
Marc and Lowell.
Hello and welcome, everybody, to the Marc and Lowell Show. I am your host, Marc Ronick, and here with me, as always, my co-host, Lowell Meltzer. Hello, Lowell.
Hello, what's cooking, baby?
Hey, baby, what's cooking? And I'll tell you what's not cooking is Lisa Runyon.
Oh.
Yeah, some car trouble I will tell you about momentarily.
Car trouble. She had car trouble.
No, she certainly did. We also have here tonight Jonah Berger. Hello, Jonah.
Say, brother, what's happening? Come on.
And back after a very long hiatus, we've got our Paul Schaefer. It's Dan Binstock. Hello, Dan.
Daniel Binstick. Daniel Binstick.
Name too long.
Daniel Binstick.
So yeah, Lisa, she was here and she decided, since we had a little extra time, she took the car, wanted to take a run to 7-Eleven. Mm-hmm. When she was leaving, she texted me and called me actually and said, yeah, my car won't start.
Ooh.
It's not the battery. They think it's the starter.
Ooh.
And then she says, but what I'm going to do is it's going to start up and I'm just going to come to you. And all I'm going to need is for you to come out in the pouring rain after the show and give me a jump so I can get home.
You poor thing.
Why doesn't you just leave the car running?
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know that I could pull that off.
Nice jump. Well done, Dan.
Thank you. I just was feeling like that might be much for her. And also I was thinking, what if she drives home and then the car breaks down on the way home from the podcast?
No, Mark was thinking it's wet outside.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's not about Lisa and the thousands she's got to spend to fix the car. It's that you might get wet, Mark.
So I ain't helping.
Yeah.
It's wet and cold outside. And
Not it.
Not it.
Mark, it's Jonah. I've been shot. I'm in your driveway. It's raining a little bit, but please bring some gauze. Oh, it's raining. Oh, yeah.
get under there. There's a ledge on the side.
Yeah,
Keep you dry.
Can you shove some grass in there for a while?
The move I'm surprised Lowell didn't make here was Lowell would be like, I would have driven over there after the show and jumped Lisa. But oh, what a shame she's not here. I can't help her now.
Oh, man. So close to having the opportunity to help a friend.
Right.
How unfortunate.
So close to having the opportunity to help a friend.
So close.
I know how Lowell feeds on some opportunities to help a friend. I mean, come on. Like dinner time. Okay.
Speaking of feed,
We gonna help.
First of all, I want to say, Dan, you look like you lost a little weight. Have you lost a little weight?
Oh,
Yes, I had. Did you actually notice?
I did.
You noticed?
I really
let me
did.
see.
Yeah, let me see.
Oh wait, I can't. No camera.
No, that's all right. He's right here. He can.
Oh, look at Svelte Dan.
Chiseled chin line.
Oh, Dan, look at this.
Nice jawline there, Ben Stocky.
Yeah, how much? What'd you lose? About 45?
I lost about 10 pounds in the past month.
Good man.
Nice.
Really good.
I read a book that was life changing.
Oh, really?
What's the book?
He walks like a cowboy.
No, I did read that.
By Jonah Berger.
I did read that too. It's called Mini Habits for Weight Loss. I've tried many things, and this is the only thing that's worked. So,
What is it? Eat less?
I mean, your whole goal has to be so small and tiny that when you tell people about it, they laugh at you. My whole only goal is to eat one green thing a day and to do one push-up. And that starts a positive cycle. And so I eat a lot more healthy food, but without having to deprive myself. And so it's all just about eating more.
And that's all the time we have. I'm sorry.
Oh, darn
Hey.
the luck.
Don't make fun. I'm doing the same thing. I'm committing to one pizza a day. One tiny pizza.
And thank you, Dan. Great to have you on the show. See you next time.
So long, everyone.
Well, I actually, too, I have lost...
avocado, nuts, hard-boiled eggs.
I, too, have lost some weight. Joan, I know you've lost a little weight as well.
A little bit.
But I found this cool thing. I found Beachbody On Demand. Have you heard about this?
Oh, yeah. It's our new sponsor.
Beachbody On Demand, it is actually pretty awesome because... Look, you guys remember all those infomercials back in the day with like all these different exercise programs, even like the P90X. And they used to sell those on DVDs, but nobody gets DVDs anymore. This is a company, BeachbodyOnDemand.com. They've put together all of these different exercise videos that you used to get on DVDs, and now it's all on demand if you've got anything internet ready. I think they've got like 600 different programs that you can use.
Yeah, it's like all those videos that you saw on commercials.
Like Tony Horton is one guy, and he's actually one of the guys. Like, what you can do is you can filter for your favorite trainer, or you can filter for if you want to do
Nina Hartley,
like a 10-minute workout. If you just need something quick, but you still want to work out,
And you should have filled them in to let them know that it is our sponsor. A lot of editing to do now.
Let me really explain it to you guys, because I actually have. I've lost about 10 pounds now, and I definitely owe a lot of it to this. Beachbody On Demand. It's an online fitness streaming service that gives you unlimited access to a wide variety of highly effective world-class workouts, and it's personalized for you. You can pick different programs, different trainers, or just stick with one if that's your favorite. It's really accessible. You just need an internet-connected computer, phone, tablet, TV. This way you can travel with it too. If you're short on time, they've got workouts that can be as quick as 10 minutes. There's a program for every fitness level, and workouts range from cardio to weights. You can do yoga, low impact, even dance. I said this earlier, there's 600 different workouts that you can sort by length, by time, by your favorite trainer. And because abs are made in the kitchen, guys, Beachbody On Demand offers nutritional guidance. It's a wide choice of recipes, tips on meal prep, and simple eating plans. Best of all, it's so affordable. A free trial gets you all 600 workouts and all their nutrition info, but you'll want to keep going with a subscription that's cheaper than a gym membership. All you have to do, text the code. This is different than usual. Text the code RELM to 303030. That's RELM. That's all you have to do. Nothing else. Just RELM to 303030 to get a Beachbody On Demand. So check it out. It's very cool. You will not be disappointed.
We'll take it.
So, where were we? What were we? Oh, Jonah was in town recently. And right before the show, Lowell had referenced I was at Jonah's parents' house, and he found all these old camp artifacts from back in the day.
All one box in the old burger garage.
And he had 2 photo albums, one from 1991 and one from 1992. And we were all in that, and I think I posted a couple of those pictures of us DJing the camp dances.
Right.
But Lowell, you enjoyed the picture that we sent you.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for the invite, too. That was nice. Maybe I'd like to see Mart, too, you know? But no, it's cool.
That's a point.
Yeah, one of the rare times Jonah has nothing to say.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. He's right. He's so right. Oh, this is great. I'm really enjoying this show. Just pointing out all my flaws.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, suck a wink. Fuck a dick, Dash.
That's
Suck
cool.
a dick.
That's cool.
I have a question, Jonah.
I see where we stand.
Yeah, you see where we stand. You see it, Jan.
I do.
I have a question for Jonah.
What's up?
Jonah, would you prefer, if you had to be in one of two positions, would you prefer to be the person who's leaving someone out or the person being left out?
Leaving someone out.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, as evidenced by the other night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. But there was this one thing that he found. Jonah and I each had our own clipboards when we were the evening activity directors. Jonah found his in this pile of photos and albums, and the cover says printed out, and by the way, it was probably done with something like Print Shop.
Matrix?
Yeah. It was definitely
Absolute
a Print Shop printout, and it said Jonah's evening activity folder. Right, okay. But then people, you start to, if you look closer, people are doodling all over it. My personal favorite, Lowell, was it said Jonah's, and right in between Jonah's and evening, it said Jonah's got a really small dick or something.
No, it said Jonah's dick is as small as one of Charlie Weissman's facial hairs. That's what it said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Written in.
But then you saw something that you liked better. It was about Jonah's girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, her name was Tanya, and it said Tanya's blind. It was written on it. I think those are written by your bunk.
I'm sure there was another area on the right side that said Tanya's a whore.
Yeah.
I swear to God. It's like perfect camp, man.
Yeah.
A bunk of boys in camp, and that's what you get. Small dick jokes, busting on your girlfriend.
Right.
Tanya's blind. I mean, she must have been. Did you see Tanya back in the day? I mean, come on.
All right. So, Lowell, I think you will appreciate this. I had another run-in recently. It's been a while with a pedestrian.
Oh, God.
I am not kidding, but I will say I did not hit a pedestrian with my car.
Oh, no. Another one?
No, I did not. I'm prefacing this story by saying
The pedestrian
I did not
hit my car.
Right. Right.
So here's the deal. Amy asks me to take Matthew, her son, my soon-to-be stepson, to his play rehearsal. He's in a musical. He's going to be in Peter Pan. And I said, no problem. We hopped in the car, and we, this neighborhood there. What's up?
I thought he's in Little Mermaid.
He's also in Little Mermaid.
Oh, wow.
Yes, he's doubling up. So we're on our way, and in this neighborhood, you guys all, I'm sure, know, there's lots of turns and lots of ways you can go to wherever you're going within the neighborhood. Some intersections don't have stop signs. It's kind of a confusing neighborhood, but there's this one in particular that it's kind of up a hill, and there are lots of cars parked in the street. So you have to go up the hill, and you have to actually roll into the crosswalk to see oncoming traffic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I stopped at the stop sign and started rolling up into the crosswalk. There is a runner coming that I am not kidding you. When I look over to my right, he is probably a good 50 to 100 feet away from me. Okay? He's not even in the crosswalk. He's not even close to the crosswalk, and he hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
And he comes up, and he starts to run behind my car and then beside my car. And I hear, like,
real nice. Gonna go behind you.
So I hear it, and I'm looking, and he's, like, giving me this nasty look, and I open my window.
Of course you do.
And and meanwhile, remember, I've got Matthew in the car with me.
Yeah, and here we go.
And you've got a nice history of calm.
Yeah.
So I said, what's the problem? He said, oh, no problem. I'll just go around the back of your car. No problem. I said, I didn't hit you. I didn't come close to hitting you. I stopped. What do you want me to do? No, it's fine. I'll run behind your car. It's really no problem.
Good for his ankles.
What's this guy? My mom? It's fine.
Yeah.
Really.
So he said, yeah, it's real safe. And I said to him, now I'm mad because there is no reason for this guy to be giving me shit.
Right.
But there's every reason for you to get mad at him. Some random.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Run mad.
Yeah, just furiously
As you're parked
mad.
in the crosswalk.
Yeah.
And I should describe. The other thing is that he's an older guy. He looks like he could be one of our fathers, right? And he's like clean cut. He's in decent shape. He seems like a nice guy, by the way he looks. But he's really giving me shit about it wasn't safe that he has to go behind me. And meanwhile, that's what I was always taught. And what I always taught my kid is never walk in front of a car.
All right, but question, Mark. Were you, when you saw him, the first time you saw him, were you in the crosswalk or were you before the crosswalk?
At that point, I was in the crosswalk.
And once you saw him, did you make any attempt to stop as a way of saying, "Oop, I know I'm ooching up, but I just noticed you. Let me stop and at least give you some of the crosswalk."
I wasn't
Or did you keep rolling?
I wasn't moving fast enough. I don't even know. I was still looking for traffic.
I see.
So I wasn't going very fast. Going very, very slow, if at all.
Okay.
Okay, but I was in the crosswalk.
All right, I will just say that as soon as you notice someone about to use the crosswalk, if you're in the car and you know you've got some room, then you stop. If you're already full-blown blocking it, then screw him. He needs to go around the back of your car and shut the hell up.
Yeah, that's what I like. Lowell's just, So I said, "Oh, you want to talk about safety?" I said, "Maybe you should.
God.
Maybe you should wear some reflective gear instead of your all black outfit." And we're driving at 7:00 at night.
Good point.
Calm.
Good point.
He goes, "Great, thanks for the tip."
Was he running while he was speaking, or did he
Yes,
stop?
he's still running.
In place?
Running in place and arguing with you?
Yes, and like going slowly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then actually, we are having this conversation. Now I've made my turn and he is running on the sidewalk and I am driving next to him slowly and we're having this argument.
What's Matthew doing? Just sinking down in the seat?
Yes, he's completely sinking in his seat. But the thing is, and this guy was the whole time clearly mad, but trying to be sticky sweet about it. Because I said, maybe you should wear reflective gear. And he's, "Oh, yeah, thanks for the tip. Thanks." Never raising his voice, but being a real dickhead about it.
That was his way of saying, "Fuck you, buddy. Fuck
Right.
Yeah,
you."
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And then I go, you know what? You're a real jerk.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Hell, Mark, what are you so angry
He
about?
got me so mad.
Yeah, what are you so angry
But
about?
like that's
what was
like,
this really? What was
that's
this
what
really
you
about?
said that
I did.
you're a real jerk.
That is what I said. I had the kid in
And
the
I'm
car.
taking my kid to Peter Pan.
Yeah, I mean, what was I going to do? I was going to start cursing at him with the kid in the car. I mean, I know he's in 8th grade, but I know he's heard it all. But still, I'm not going to.
This is like the equivalent of people on Facebook arguing about, in comment sections.
Right, about politics
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
Right.
Nonsense, drivel, and fighting over nothing.
Yeah, and so then he goes, after I said, you're a real jerk, he goes, "Have a nice day." And I go, "Have a bad day."
Oh, God. Your last word, Larry. Last word, Larry.
Yeah.
You had a bad day. You had a bad day.
You call.
And the funny thing is, I didn't have a bad day that day. I was in a perfectly fine mood. And for some reason, because he got mad at me for doing nothing.
You are always a millimeter away from this. If someone gives you the wrong angle of attitude, you go right to 55, baby.
I have to say, I think he won.
Yeah, I do too. I do. I do too.
He got under your skin and you blew it.
Yeah, and that's the whole thing, because he kept that nice composure, that very calm, collected, but he was being a dick as he was being calm. And yeah, you're right. He got me. He totally got me.
Mark, all right, aside from all emotion, is there any part of you in a calm state that could say, yes or no, maybe I should have just let him go or apologize for being in the thing or whatever? Like, is there any thought of that in your mind?
Yes, of course there is. And now looking back at that, right when I got home, when I saw Amy, I said to her, I was just like, yes, so your son probably thinks I'm a crazy person.
Yeah.
And I certainly, if I could do it again, I probably would have just went on my way.
You're a weird combination of batshit crazy and one of the sanest people I've ever known in my entire life.
It just depends on the situation.
Oh, man. And it's a flip of a switch, baby. I mean, a flip of a switch.
Right. Like Lowell, when we were at the laundromat back in the day, and there were two guys fighting with beer bottles and going to get weapons. I kept my calm in that situation.
Yeah, well, that's because we didn't know what was going to happen.
Right. We were just two 18-year-old.
I was waiting for one of those guys to pull out a gun or something, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the one guy talked about. Okay, I'm going home to get my gun.
Right.
Yeah, that was...
That was that. Hey, speaking of camp, remember I texted you this week?
Yes.
We brought this up on the show once when you, back in camp, this was... first year we were counselors and I was miserable.
Right.
And the only thing I had going for me was this pen pal that I made when it's such a weird story how we met this girl.
Yeah.
We used to call in to WAVA all the time and we made friends with the guy at night.
Yep.
Mark Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And he even had us over to the station a bunch of times and everything like that. So like this girl would always call in on the request line or whatever. And we ended up meeting her and exchanging numbers and all this stuff. So I became like a pen pal with her over the summer.
A pen pal.
Yeah. He had a pen pal.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have phones to text.
Right. And like Mark was like so mad that I was like a pen pal with her that he like opened my mail. Like he intercepted my mail and opened it to read it.
All right.
Like he was so mad.
But first of all,
speaking of, this it comes full circle about all of your anger and and all that.
I know, but the way I hear you, and I'm willing to swallow that pill, but I'm just saying the way you're saying it, he intercepted my mail.
Well, how would you say that it
I know, but it was at camp, and
it's not a camp, dude. You don't. No, it wasn't. It never made it to the cubby, dude. It like happened like at the lodge where the mail comes in. Yeah,
I know, but I was like a kid.
And then you tried to disguise it like it was like damaged in the mail and put it like in a bag and stuff.
I found your letter on the ground. It was all open.
Yeah, it was all open.
Red.
Yeah,
it was open.
It was all red.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just figure out why Mark will flip a switch so quickly.
I don't know. It doesn't happen as much anymore, but it does obviously happen.
You have nothing to be angry about.
No, I don't. I really don't. It's just a little temper.
And again, when you're chill, you're one of the chillest of the chill. Like completely relaxed and level.
Right.
But man, if someone triggers that, especially if someone's trying to get the last word while triggering.
Yeah.
Oh man, you must have that last word. You must.
Where I was going with this was this girl reached out to me on Facebook Messenger.
Yes.
This week.
The same girl from 25 years ago, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, and she was like, and I sent it to Mark. I sent the thing to him, and I was like, "Look at this."
I was floored. I could not believe that.
He's like, "It is you. You may not remember me, but like we used to talk on the thing,
correspond through the mail,
we were friends and everything, and da da da." But I never answered. I didn't answer her back.
No, you didn't.
Why didn't you answer her back?
No.
That's not nice.
I don't know, because I'm not really on Facebook anymore.
Right. It's weird, man. I really. I mean, aside from the show, like I feel like I don't see you anymore because of Facebook. I mean, I always see you on Twitter.
Why are you not on the Facebook anymore?
I gave it up, dude. I'm done.
Why?
Because I hate it. I hate seeing how great your life is and how much better it is than mine.
No, it's understandable.
Yeah, and I hate all the fighting that goes on Facebook too. As much as everyone's now, I'm known as the angry guy. I can't stand it anymore on Facebook.
No, it's like everyone's fighting. Everyone's like the greatest. Everyone's offering like advice, and I'm like, what do I need this for? And I have to tell you, the toxicity level in my life has gone way down since I got off that Facebook. Totally.
That's fair.
I don't miss it. I don't miss it at all.
I like Facebook. I've had my phases where I've full blown just given it up for a month or 3 weeks or whatever, and like they've been great. I've felt the difference. That being said, like it or not, Facebook is one of the ways we are most connected as a people. these days, and that part I like.
Yeah,
of course you do. But I'm just saying that's what I like about it.
I'm
is
surprised
that
you've invited me into this conversation.
You're invited to all my conversations. From afar.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Mark's getting mad.
You mad, Mark? What's wrong?
It's like I thought we were like a little more lighthearted than this. I didn't.
All right, we're lighthearted. We can go right back to lighthearted. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I hate Facebook. Facebook sucks.
No, I'm just saying, for me, I just don't like it. You may like it, and that's great. That's your prerogative. But like for me, I don't need it to. It doesn't do anything for me.
But here's the thing: is I feel like if someone has to make a decision to not do something, it's almost because they're so attached to it that they need to break the attachment because they're so addicted to it. It's no one's like, I'm done with ice cream and I don't need ice cream unless you really, really, really love ice cream, and it's just so hard to be without the ice cream.
No, I listen, if I was addicted to it, I wouldn't have been able to last this long, man.
It is true. You've made a clean break, and you definitely haven't really come back, with the exception of, like you've said last time, for the big events, you might just go and like something.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I get the only way I'll check it is if like you tag me in something and I'm like, oh, Mark tagged me in something, maybe it's something important. But other than that, no. And I don't like even like the things like being snarky on the posts. I was just getting tired of that too. Like, because like, if Danny posts something and then I write some snark and then Brad jumps in and then it becomes a whole thing and everyone's mad, and it's just like, I don't need to do all this anymore.
But don't you think that's fun?
No, it's not fun. I want it to be fun, but it never turns out to be
agree
fun.
with you there. Yeah. You're exactly right that busting balls on Facebook is not fun. Every once in a blue moon, but when it becomes all it is, that sucks. But what I agree with Dan on is that what I have learned from my various phases of Facebook is when I've had to take breaks in the past, it's because I start to take Facebook too seriously. I start to think of Facebook as what it's not, which is full-blown reality. Facebook is just a check-in. It's a way to wash over what's going on out there with people, with life. When you take it light like that, then I have no problem with Facebook. I can take it or leave it. Like, it's no big deal. When I have gotten too into it and like someone writes something and I'm so effing furious, that's when I'm like, all right, I gotta get out of there, man.
Yeah, but I don't even want to put myself in that situation anymore where I would get like effing furious. So like that's why I don't want to. And it's been great for me. Like, I like it, so I'm happy where I am.
Life outside of Facebook is just fine. Make no mistake. Yeah. It's delightful.
The way it's been for millions of years.
Yeah.
Facebook and all of this shit that's happening with social media is just, it's not normal. Our brains weren't prepared.
Yeah, right. Exactly. This is just all new territory.
Our civilization didn't prepare for this level.
Would you say that television is the same way? Like, I think about that all the time. Megan and I have been talking about trying to do a month without TV this summer. 1 month. And I'm like,
wow, yeah, that's hard.
The idea scares me to death, man. Scares me to death.
Yeah.
But like, it's the same thing.
It is.
Can you give up TV, and would it be just as nice?
Whether you are addicted, you aren't addicted, and I'm not accusing anyone of being so, but let's just say it's a different kind of pill, right? And for Lowell, I bet Lowell, there's no way he could give up a month of TV. Cold turkey, no TV.
Could you, Lowell?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, because I feel like, but it's like hard because do videos on your computer count?
There's a lot of
you have to give up your computer.
Interesting. You can't watch any TV shows on your computer. You can watch a brief YouTube video, but not
you have to set like time limits.
You get like a brief YouTube video.
I'm saying like a minute or less. That's a video. That's not television.
There's a lot of wisdom in the history of, on the Shabbat, you turn off all electricity.
Right.
Focus on what matters the most.
And there's a lot of wisdom in doing that.
You've got a lot of wisdom tonight. Look at you. You're like you're a sage prophet.
You must honor the Shabbat and turn off your lights and your computers.
Everything else is a distraction to what matters most, which is just life.
One day
So
a week,
here's what I would say to your question, though, because you haven't given up social media, you've given up you've given up Facebook, you still use Twitter, right? So we will say, yes, you can go and watch YouTube videos. You can't watch a 30-minute, 60-minute program, but you can watch, if someone's got some viral video that comes out. So we'll give you that. Could you do that?
Yeah, but what if you want to watch educational videos or things like that on YouTube? And
Sour Shoes prank calls?
Yeah, Sour Shoes prank calls. And
do you think you could give it up for a month?
That's basically all media then, right?
I guess so, if you want to make it easy for the
all
argument.
Media.
Yeah, no, I don't think I could give up all media, especially in my job.
Yeah, well, with the exception of that.
Work aside, of course.
Yeah, but I think
I probably
really
could.
Either.
For
your job.
For my job, right. But profession aside, I would say for a month, I think I could probably do it. Although I just need it on when I walk into the house sometimes.
Yeah, so do I. But that's exactly my point.
Yeah.
Like, you need it. I need it too.
Right.
Admit it.
I think from a come home and watch TV shows kind of angle, I could do it. But I'd need my computer to do stuff.
Right. Right.
Look, I'm not trying to say electronics are all bad, because electronics rule. I love electronics. That being said, I say this to Megan all the time. Should we fight against it? Or do you just say, all right, we're in the tide. It's going to be all electronic in the future. You might as well just embrace it.
Right.
And evolve. Or do you fight against it just to remind yourself, no, these are electronics. Life is outside in the front door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's almost like, do you conform to the society, or do you do what makes you
self-driving cars? I mean, we're gonna have chips in our body and crap.
Yeah.
It's happening, baby. You ain't getting rid of that.
No,
it's happening, baby.
Yeah.
Now, Lowell,
I don't know.
Lowell, are you allowed to? Are you able to talk about The Thing?
Yeah, Allie said no.
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 Mark, are you able to talk about The Thing?
Okay. Yes. You want me to talk about The Thing?
Yeah. I've been wondering where it's been.
So get this.
Allow me, Mark. I'm sitting at breakfast last Saturday. I get back, or Sunday morning, with Mickey and Megan. I get back from my trip to Maryland, and I get a text from Mark saying, Amy lost her ring.
Oh.
And I am furious. And I said, oh, God. And I looked at Megan and I go, Mark is furious. She goes, why? I said, Amy lost the ring. And she's like, shut up. Mark and I commenced to text back and forth for 10 minutes. And dude, Lowell, you could feel the phone getting hotter. He was so upset, beside himself.
You had insurance, right?
Thanks for texting me and saying.
You know what? Here's the thing. No, listen. I swear to you. Listen.
Maybe it should be the Mark and Jonah show.
No, listen. Listen to me. I swear to you.
Fine with me. What?
I had you and Allie. I had you and Allie group text ready to go, and I was about to start the whole thing with you guys, and then I started to think to myself, once this is all over, then Amy's going to be like, oh my God, you told them, because I was also texting my mom, and I was just thinking it was going to create more of an issue to one that already was a big one. So really, I swear.
Just say I felt comfortable texting Jonah.
No, no.
Yes.
No.
Not it. Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Back to the point.
The ring. Amy texts me from her daughter's hockey game and says, can you go do me a favor and go look and see if my ring is in my ring holder? And I'm like, oh God. And I go and look, and nothing. And then she's like, okay, check on my vanity, and look, nothing. And then she's like, oh God. She's flipping out. I'm flipping out. We are looking. I am tearing the house apart. It went from me just looking, in a couple spots and being like, oh, I'm going to find it, to full on.
Yeah. Full on.
Now, of course, the ring is insured, and, so if it never turned up,
Maybe it's a sign.
And that's when your
Don't go there.
That's where your head starts going. That's where your head starts going. It's like, oh, maybe it's a sign. Oh, maybe she doesn't really want to marry me, so she just doesn't really care what happens to the ring.
A subconscious move.
Yeah. Right. That's what I'm thinking to myself.
Drop it in the dirt.
Because if she really wanted it, she'd really be careful with it.
Never take it off.
I tore our bedroom apart. I ripped the sheets all off, and she was telling me that she was wearing gloves because it was cold in the hockey rink, wearing gloves, and took them off. So now I'm thinking, well, it probably just flew off when she pulled her glove off. we're both freaking out. And at one point she's like, Mark, don't make this worse than it already is, because I started, getting a little testy about it. Yeah. And I did. And
little, just a pinch.
Well, no, Jonah, I was much different with you than I was with Amy.
Okay, fair enough.
I kind of threw it all up on you.
Then that's smart.
Yeah, I couldn't.
That's smart.
Yeah. But after it was probably a good hour and a half, I did not stop searching through the house. I was looking in all sorts of places that it would never be, just with hope that I would find it. And I finally gave up, and this is the way it always goes. I finally gave up. She texted me. I'm on my way home. She's like, half the parents that were there for their kids were all looking around the bleachers trying to find. Nobody found anything. Mm-hmm. And I am like, all right, I'm going to make my cup of coffee. I'm going to have something to eat. I'm going to try to calm down. And I go to the sink and I look into the right on the drying rack. The ring is just sitting there with all the drying dishes.
Next to the
just
sink.
sitting right there.
So she took it off when she did the dishes?
Yeah, and she doesn't even remember when she took it off, which is the other scary thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think
down on the weed a little.
But I think that this is a good lesson. I think she's learned a lesson. She said she just walked in the room. She said she knows when she did it. She was helping Matthew fix his hair, and so she took it off to put the gel in her hands, and that's when it went off. So, but talk about me losing my shit.
Yeah, I bet.
I was really.
Oh man,
I bet
losing my shit.
Meltdown Marc.
Oh, it was prime melt. There was no talking him down, baby.
Yeah, he was like, "This is it."
Yeah, he was on the ledge.
I really, Amy's, you're on?
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Yeah.
Hi.
Did you have something to add?
I just want to acknowledge publicly that I love Mark, and I'm very excited to marry him.
Sure.
But he really needs to get his reactions in check.
That seems to be the theme of the show.
Overreacts so often. And overreacts, and it's just unhealthy.
Well, let's be clear. He doesn't overreact out of nowhere. Like, there's always something valid that triggers it, but you go from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds flat.
Yes.
There's no middle ground.
Yes.
Daniel. Daniel,
but there's techniques you can learn.
Couples counseling, put that in the
right.
Daniel,
we're going to start practicing Eastern medicine.
Go to a couples counseling.
We can do a quick session. We can always do.
But I've been working very hard at techniques to reduce
balanced.
stress and stay balanced, not let things bother me as much. And Mark is open to it, but he's not open to it. So I'm trying to explain.
I will say this though: the times where I do take off my ring since getting married, the handful of times that I've taken it off, I am so completely concerned that it's off of my hand that I cannot get it out of my head. I can't imagine ever leaving the ring just sitting around, not because of just money, but because of specialness.
Right.
So that part, I actually understood where Mark was coming from. That being said, he was reacting as though it was the end of the world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I was freaking out myself. But when somebody else is freaking out and then showing bits of anger toward the situation, it's not helpful at all.
I chilled out. I did not. Once you said one thing, you asked me not to, I stopped. And I just dumped it all on Jonah. And my mom.
Here's my question for you, Mark, is if Amy's making a concerted effort to go sort of on this Eastern medicine, relax and chill type of thing, she said you're open to it, but you're not really. What was it that you said, Amy?
I said he's open to it.
And that's all the time we have. And that will do it for the Mark and Lowell Show. Please go to Facebook, go to Twitter, friend and follow us over there. And if you need that information or any other information, Mark and Lowell, just go to markandlowell.com.
Man, this was a show.
I'm getting in a lot of trouble here, but I do it for the viewers.
Not on
guys.
Facebook.
Let's send it back to you.
And thank you to Dan Binstock. And of course, thank you to Jonah Berger.
And if you want to give me www.0 to 100 in 10 seconds flat.com.
And a big shout out to Amy Rubin, who's here, and our friend Marcy, who's in the room as well. And also, of course, Buzz Burbank, RJ Diaz, and everybody else who helps us out with this show. For Lowell Meltzer, I'm Mark Ronick. We will see you next time on the Mark and Lowell Show.
Bye-bye.
What I want to know is what happened when she got home.
I think we just kind of.
Did you call her when you found it?
I sent her a picture of it.
Yeah, that's what you did. Yeah.
But first he goes, every text I'm like at the edge of my seat. That every time I see Mark, I'm like hoping that it's going to be like, I found it. And he's doing the same with me. And then he writes, OMG. So I'm thinking like, what? Like, what did I say? Like he's responding like
she thought I was mad at her because I wrote OMG because at that point I was like, oh my God, I just found the ring.
Right. And then he sent that picture.
And then I sent the picture.
Oh, it was the best.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole rink was looking for it. And I had it. And then Scott and Jody,
they were looking for it too.
They were helping.
They're like knowing what's going on. And I don't think that they really got under the bleachers, but I think they were just kind of like standing back.
Yeah, enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
Our rings are intact. Nice ring. Nice ring to you, baby.